back to my channel. It's Love Renee here. So today I'm going to be telling a story time about how my sneaky link turned into a car accident, like a head-on collision, y'all. Doing shit I ain't no business doing. But anyway, let's get this started. How it all started. I had went to my friends Alexis and Sydney house because we was about to, you know, get lit for the night, do what we do, okay? So I went with them. I didn't have my car. I rode with them. So we get to the destination. We go out ODU. If you're from here, you know. So we went out ODU. Okay, went out ODU. We drinking, we smoking, we having a good old time. But while we out, you know, I'm in my phone texting. And they're like, Donnie, what you doing? I'm just like, I'm chilling. Like, what we gonna do? Like, cause I'm gonna leave. So I'm just on my phone texting. The night goes on. I'm getting lit. Like, I'm lit. Like, teed up, or whatever. So I'm with Lex and Sydney, and I think Maya, and we lit, like, in the kitchen, making videos, taking pictures. I'm gonna insert that in here because I know I got some. I'm gonna insert in here or that night. So we just having fun or whatever. And I told them, I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm finna leave. Because I've been talking to them about old boy or whatever. Old boy, we gonna call him, I need a name to give him. Like, we gonna call him Corey. So I was texting me and Corey was like kind of talking, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. We was texting, talking, whatever, planning to link up. So it just so happened to be that night while I was at ODU with my girls, but I didn't drive. So remember, I didn't drive. So I'm like, dang. So we having a good time or whatever. And then all of a sudden I get a text message. I get off my phone because I'm gonna be done for. I was already texting Corey and letting him know where I was at anyway and what I was doing. But then he texted me, was like, what's your location? Like, drop your location. And I'm like,
it's at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
drop my location? For you, Corey? Yes, I would drop my location. I'll drop my location. That's what type of time I was on. So, you know what the fuck I did? I dropped my location.
Nothing left to say, like,
Period.
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 Yeah,
Period.
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 So I dropped my location. And they're like, Donnie, what you over there smiling for? I'm like, Corey finna come get me. Like, Corey on his way. So after I dropped my location, like, I lied to you not. Like, I guess, like, I say, like, between 5 and 15 minutes later, Corey sends me a screenshot of his maps or whatever, like the guide or whatever, I don't know what it's called, the fucking GPS. He takes a screenshot of the GPS and shows me his estimated time of arrival. So I'm like, oh, he ain't playing no game. Corey on his way right now. So I'm talking to him, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Corey. I'm gonna hang out with Corey. Me and Corey been wanting to link up for how long? Yeah, Corey come get me. I think it's like midnight, 1, around that time. They my homegirls. Like, if you don't have your homegirls up, I don't know what the fuck type time you be on. But anyway, so I left Sydney and Alexis to go hang out with Corey. So I'm like, oh yeah, all right, y'all, Corey outside. And they're like, all right, let me know how everything goes when you get home, such stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like having a car ram or whatever. So mind you, I remember this vividly. I'm drunk. Okay, I'm drunk. Anyway, I'm drunk. So I get in the car. Corey Corey texts me or whatever. I think he either texts me or called me. He's like, I'm outside. So I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I'm like walking out to the street or whatever. I'm like, I don't see you. Like, he called me. He's like, where you at? I'm like, I'm standing outside. I don't see, like, nigga, I don't see you. It's cold out here. Like, nigga, where you at? I thought he was playing with me. And I'm like, I don't see this nigga. Like, fuck that. So then I look and I see him down there in the car. So I'm like, all right, let me walk down there. because it was like, I think it was like one registration left, shit like that. But so I got in the car or whatever, you know, music playing loud. Corey ain't gonna lie, Corey was looking good. So I was like, you know, when you first, you know, when you know how it be when you first link up with somebody and you be like, hi.
Okay.
Hi. You be like, you just be like, hi. Like, stop playing. Like when you first link up, when you know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about when you first link up with somebody, when you first see somebody, just that like that awkward but not awkward situation. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I get in the car. I lied to you not. We were not even together for fucking 45 minutes before the shit happened. But so we get in the car, mind you, we leaving ODU. So we're leaving. He's like, we leaving ODU, and he goes like, he driving, like, you know, driving one hand on the wheel, or die like type shit, you know what I'm saying? Let me stop. But he's driving or whatever. So we leaving ODU, and he's like, you hungry? You know, he's like, you wanna get some food? So I'm like, yeah. You know, when niggas turn on the food, like, we finna go eat, like, let's do that then. So I'm like, I'm all for it. I thought it was gonna be a good night. Could have fucking fooled me, y'all. This wasn't even on my mind. I was thinking about food. I was thinking about Corey's ass at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we driving to go get some food or whatever. And it's like, if you know what I'm talking about, if you live in ODU, like the ODU area, that Ghent area, like we were driving through Ghent. It's a street like near, it's like not even a street called Ghent. It's like the Ghent area. We're driving through there to get on the interstate because it's like we were going to, I think we were going like to Portsmouth or Suffolk or some shit. So you gotta like go through a tunnel, but it was like 2 different lanes. This is the light. The light's right here. So we driving or whatever. The light's right here. We stopped at the red light. Okay, so we chilling at the red light. So we go through the red light. The light turned green or whatever. So he's driving. So keep going straight. So he look at me like, you know how you can drive? You can be driving, but look at somebody to say something to him real quick. He did one of those. So he boom, boom, boom. But when he looked back straight, we seen some bright ass headlights. So I look at him and he's like, what? The first thing he says is, cause I would look at him like, nigga, you on the wrong side of the road? Like, there's bright ass lights coming this way. So the first thing he's like, what the fuck? Like, is that a car coming? Like, and all of a sudden, like, it just like a head on, like, this is us. This is the person coming with the bright ass headlights, and we literally like this, meeting each other. I'm like, not meeting each other, but it's going fast, but it's going slow. So we like meeting each other, and we crash. So like, while we like, remember, I remind you, I told you we like coming head on to each other. So Corey finally realizes that like because he doesn't have no way to swerve. Like, if he swerved, we were going over the rail into somebody's house, and if he swerved this way, we was going into like hella other cars. So it was kind of like a lose-lose situation. But once when Corey realized that, he put his arm out. Like, cause he knew we was like there was no way. Like, he tried to stop it, but there was no way to stop it. He knew he was gonna crash head on, and he put his arm out. Like, he put his arm out in front of me. The first, like, all I remember is like it was like he put his arm out in front of me before the airbag came out and hit me on my fucking face. So he did that, and like all I remember is like, it got like, everything was like black for a second, but I was like screaming, but it was black because it scared the shit out of me and it was loud. So it was black as a bitch, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I had my seatbelt on, and I couldn't get my seatbelt off. My seatbelt locked, and I had like bruises from all where the seatbelt was. He get out the car ready to fight. I'm screaming, my back hurt. I can't get out the car. The fucking car is smoking. The car is smoking, y'all. The car is fucking smoking. So I'm like, I'm finna blow up in this bitch. I'm finna blow up in this bitch. Like, I'm not even supposed to be out here. I'm not, like, that's what I'm thinking to myself. Like, I'm not supposed to be out here. I'm supposed to be with my friends, and I'm finna blow up in this car and I can't get out. Like, that's all I'm thinking. I'm like, fuck. Doing shit I don't business doing. So I'm like screaming, crying. So he he comes over, helps me. I finally get out. He helped me out the car, whatever. And he's like, "You okay? I'm so sorry." Like, he felt so bad, and it wasn't his fault, but he felt bad. I get why Corey felt bad, because that was our first time waking up, and nigga, we done got in a car accident together, like almost died together for our first one. So he got a car trying to fight. I'm laying on the side of the fucking road with shoes off, my hair's all like in front of my face. I'm bruised the fuck up. And mind you, we're right here. The hospital's over there. So we close as a bitch to the hospital, which is fine. So the people start calling the police because the collision was so loud. So they had to block off all the roads. Come to find out, the guy was drunk. And they didn't even arrest him. Like, what? They didn't even fucking arrest him. But yeah, so then we had to end up, like, instead of going to get food that night, we ended up, like, his brother had to come pick us up because his car was totaled. I'm gonna insert a picture in there. And like, it's just crazy. Like, my sneaky link, and the first thing we do is get in a car accident. A fucking car accident. And it's crazy because Corey had just got that new car and he got it totaled. I was like, this is some shit. So I had to, when the accident happened, when I finally like realized, when I got calm and it was okay, excuse me, I had to call Sydney and Alexis and let them know what the fuck was going on. They were trying to come and get me. They couldn't even come and get me because the whole road was blocked off. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to go home with my friends. Like, that was a stressful night. Like, I got home so late. And I was like, this is just a crazy first sticky link up. The car was fucking totaled, and we had to spend for fucking ever in the fucking hospital. Bitch, talk about like, what the fuck? You should have seen my fucking face. I was like, it was crazy because when we got in the hospital, we just looked at each other and was like, so what a good first link. Like, this is where we are. Stop. But which is, I know this is besides the point, but which is crazy. Like, I've known my boyfriend, so I grew up with my boyfriend. I've known my boyfriend since 7th grade. This is how we actually not actually started back, but I'm gonna do another story time on this. But it's crazy because that night when I was with my sneaky link, at the time, me and my boyfriend were not dealing with each other. Like, we were just cool, like strictly friends. Like, you know, just, he always checked up on me or whatever. The first person to call me when they seen what happened was him. Like, he FaceTimed me, hey, you okay? Like, you alright? You need anything? Like, let me know. He did all of that. And he didn't even live here at the time. So, and it's just, I just feel like it's crazy how things work out. But that's besides the point. But thank you for watching my story time. I actually have a lot of story to tell y'all. A lot of stories to tell y'all. I've been in some crazy ass situations. I can't even explain, like, but there will be more story times coming soon. I'm gonna do a poll on my IG story. And before this video is over, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Like, for real, just subscribe to my channel. I have so much I want to share. I have so much I want to do. I can only say it's up from here, and I mean that in the humblest way possible. Thanks for watching, y'all.